Nothing beats 2 cheeseburgers with secret sauce.
Tired of your boring Big Mac combo? Need a bit of fast food inspiration? Maybe check out one of these top 10 most trending fast food items. You can't go wrong with a tasty trend.
It's all plant-based, soy protein, and just, you gotta taste this. Just try it.
Taco Bell Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Taco.
Holy crap! Doritos Tacos is only for a limited time?
If you've ever wanted a dish that's as much of a mouthful to say as it is to eat, try Taco Bell's Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos, or DLTs if you want to sound like you know what you're talking about. Though the inside is basically a classic taco, the shell is made of the brand new Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos.
Perfect.
It's a match made in heaven if there ever was one. The only downside? It's pretty easy to get caught red-handed if you sneak one of these for lunch. So maybe grab a couple of extra napkins if you're wearing a white shirt at work, and take that picture for Insta before you start chowing down. You'll be past the point of no return from the moment you take a bite. But that's what you want from fast food, isn't it? It's called fast food for a reason. They make it quickly, but you have to eat it even faster. KFC Chicken Sandwich.
I want something with co-branded flavor.
When you're looking for some yummy chicken, it's pretty hard to beat KFC, so it's no surprise that the KFC Chicken Sandwich is always a trending choice.
Yeah, no biggie.
Not only are chicken sandwiches a hot commodity right now, but KFC prides itself in having the tastiest chicken sandwiches out there. This latest version boasts a quarter pound of white meat, double breaded to crispy perfection. If you're a fan of the Colonel's Secret 11 herbs and spices, you certainly won't be disappointed. And do you like pickles? Hope so, because the pickles on this KFC sandwich are thicker and crispier than ever. Obviously, they'd have to be to keep pace with that chicken. Not many fast food restaurants spend time perfecting their pickles, but KFC truly went above and beyond with this one, and genuine research was involved. When it was first released, this chicken sandwich was their most successful sandwich launch to date. They doubled their chicken sandwich sales, and their biggest challenge was keeping their stores stocked. Now that's what we call a trending sandwich. Einstein Brothers Texas Brisket Egg Sandwich.
I'd kill for a bagel, but I haven't seen one bagel since I got to this town.
When's the last time you woke up and thought, I wonder what the most epic way to start my day could be? Could it possibly begin with a mind-blowing, earth-shattering breakfast sandwich? Though this might at first seem impossible, maybe head down to an Einstein Brothers Bagels before you make up your mind. Once there, check out their Texas Brisket Egg Sandwich. If the name alone isn't intriguing enough, just imagine each element as we explain this creation. Start with perfectly smoked beef brisket and a freshly cracked egg. Do we have your attention yet? Next, add cheddar cheese and smoky chipotle aioli. Finally, wrap this magnificence in a gourmet jalapeno bacon bagel, and you have a mouth-watering tower of perfection.
Yeah, boy.
Don't try this at home, folks. Sometimes it's best to leave the cooking to the professionals. Since this sandwich is glorious on so many levels, it's no wonder it's trendy. It sounds impressive, it looks fantastic, and the taste is out of this world. It even gets full points for originality. It's not every day you win over all the judges with a first impression. Chipotle Quesadilla.
Quesadilla? Quesadilla.
Chipotle is a fan favorite for burritos and Mexican-style bowls because of their tasty variety of toppings and build-your-own model. You can choose exactly what you want instead of having to read the whole menu and decide on the best combo of flavors. All you have to do is pick a dish and a protein, and then you can just answer questions until they hand you your perfect match. If only online dating was that simple.
Tell me about it.
The only downside is it's easy to get distracted by so many delicious flavors all at once. You get so excited about stuffing your dish with one of each topping that you don't get a chance to appreciate the glory of each item alone. For anyone who might fit into this category, you'll be happy to know they recently journeyed into Quesadilla land, and we are here for it. Choose a perfectly melt-in-your-mouth quesadilla and pair it with 3 of their sides. By enjoying each side separately, it lets you truly appreciate how delectable each individual individual element is. Now, we know that Chipotle didn't exactly invent the quesadilla, but seriously, whoever thought that a toasted tortilla would be the perfect vessel for melted cheese deserves some kind of award. Add a touch of meat to the question, and it's pretty hard to go wrong. Do they give Oscars for smash hit flavor combos? It's too bad, because this one's definitely deserving of a golden trophy. As we keep moving on, take a second to hit that like button, would ya?
Thank you. Next!
Krispy Kreme cinnamon rolls.
Eggs and cinnamon.
Cinnamon? Cinnamon? I'm allergic to cinnamon.
When you're craving fast food, you don't always want a full meal, especially when you're looking for that perfect pairing for your afternoon coffee. Sometimes donuts are just what the doctor ordered. But want to know what's really trendy right now in the world of sweet snacks? Cinnamon rolls, especially the ones from Krispy Kreme. While Krispy Kreme is known for their melt-in-your-mouth donuts, that's not the only thing they do well. Cinnamon rolls are now right up there too. These sweet balls of cinnamony goodness have just the right amount of glaze and are exactly as light and fluffy as one could hope for. They're the perfect rival for the other donuts on the menu. It should be no surprise that the king of donuts figured out how to make a glorious cinnamon bun, but we will admit we were a little skeptical at first. It can be hard to break through the mold when you have one pretty awesome specialty. Thankfully, cinnamon buns fit perfectly into their skill set, and there's now another official option when you have a craving for coffee with a little something on the side. Who'd have ever thought that there might be a day when you'd go to Krispy Kreme and not order a donut? But it's okay. Having a cinnamon bun doesn't mean you can't have donuts too.
Eat the donut.
Just get a dozen donuts to go, just so they don't feel left out. Donuts have feelings too, you know. Panera bread, grilled mac and cheese sandwich.
More cheese and macaroni.
There's nothing better than a sandwich built for the indecisive human, and that's exactly who this next trendy sandwich was made for. Panera's grilled mac and cheese sandwich combines the best kind of sandwich with the best kind of pasta, and reminds us that sometimes you can have it all. Mac and cheese and grilled cheese are triumphant individually, but apparently they are a force to be reckoned with when put together on a plate. Who knew? Though the sandwich might look slightly questionable at first glance, don't judge it before you try it. Grilled cheese, good. And mac and cheese, also good. Together, it's just doubly cheesy deliciousness. Now that sounds all right, doesn't it? If you're worried about it being a gooey nightmare, remember, it is a grilled sandwich, so the bread is lightly crisped, and there are also crunchy cheese bits inside to add an extra crispy touch. Just make sure you bring a Hulk-sized appetite if you order this one. While some sandwiches are just as good the next day, this one has the potential to become a soggy, gooey mess after a few hours in a to-go container. So what does that mean? Well, you'll just have to eat the whole thing right away.
Easy peasy.
There are worse problems to have, really. Popeyes chicken nuggets.
Chicken nugget, I'd like to eat you while I drive.
Since everyone else has been jumping on the chicken train lately, what was Popeyes supposed to do to keep up with the trend? Chicken is what Popeyes is all about. They already had chicken sandwiches, chicken tenders, and fried chicken on the menu. What more could people want from them? Then they thought of one more thing they could try. They could make the same thing, but smaller.
Smart, Ann. Smart.
Everyone loves chicken nuggets, so why not add them to the menu? While it might seem like a borderline cop-out of a new item, that didn't stop people from trying it out, and it certainly didn't stop people from obsessing over them either. Sometimes you don't need to reinvent the wheel to create something new. The bite-sized chicken bites were a total hit and have been flying out of Popeye's doors since day one. The hardest part is choosing the best sauce to go with these little golden morsels, and of course, deciding how many you want. With package sizes ranging from 8 to 48, you can get the perfect amount for any occasion. Taco Bell Quesalupa.
We only really serve Mexican food.
Every once in a while, Taco Bell releases a secret weapon. We're talking about the Quesalupa. It's not always on their menu, but they like to periodically tease us with it and offer it for a limited time.
Why?
Though it's annoying, it's probably for the best. If it was always on the menu, Taco Bell would have too much power and would probably take over the world. Good thing we can rely on their food, though. For anyone who thinks a quesalupa sounds more like an exotic bird than a meal, it's easier when you think of it as a hybrid between a quesadilla and a chalupa. A chalupa is a thick flatbread shell filled with traditional taco fillings, and a quesadilla is basically a tortilla with cheese. So essentially, a quesalupa is a chalupa with more cheese and more carbs. What could possibly be better than that? If you missed your chance to grab one, don't worry, they're almost guaranteed to bring it back again eventually. This newest re-release boasted 50% more cheese too, so no complaints here. I guess Taco Bell is allowed to pull it from the menu if it means they're working behind the scenes, finding delectable ways to make them even better. Arby's Meat Mountain.
I need to eat 10,000 calories a day to maintain muscle mass.
Were you ever so indecisive at the sandwich counter that you collapsed onto the floor in a tantrum and just begged the cook to put one of everything on the bun so that you didn't have to decide? Apparently, it's a common occurrence at Arby's because that's precisely the issue they chose to solve. If this is you at the counter, Arby's created a sandwich to make your life easy. It's called the Meat Mountain.
Amen.
If you've ever wanted a sandwich with all the meats, this is your dream come true. Well, actually, it has almost all the meats, but who's counting? It boasts turkey, ham, corned beef, brisket, steak, roast beef, pepper bacon, and chicken tenders. That's 8 kinds of meat. Oh yeah, the sandwich has cheese too, but it's hardly worth mentioning after 8 layers of meat. The only real problem is the sandwich's size. If you're prone to lockjaw, this might not be the sandwich for you. It also might not be the ideal first date food since it's not the most graceful to consume. Still, if you're an adventurous meat lover, this is definitely one to add to the bucket list. McDonald's chicken sandwich.
Just a taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken.
There seems to be some pretty epic chicken-y fast food offerings these days. So if you're tired of the same old burgers at McDonald's, the next time you visit the Golden Arches, why not go for something a little different? And no, we do not mean going to Burger King type of different. Our suggestion still lives in Ronald's world, it's just not in his hamburger kingdom. McDonald's chicken sandwich is the perfect option for a meat lover who's ready for a change.
Cuckoo-ca-cha! Cuckoo-ca-cha!
Deep-fried chicken was born to be on a bun, so this isn't exactly a daring proposition. While it might not have the same gloriousness as a burger, there is something to be said for crispy, juicy chicken on a warm, delicate bun. If you're going to try your luck with the chicken sandwich, though, here's one essential pro tip. The original McChicken sandwich is a little on the dull side. It's still okay, but it's pretty basic. Go for the spicy chicken sandwich or the deluxe chicken sandwich instead. Better yet, order the deluxe chicken sandwich and ask them to add the spicy pepper sauce. Why settle for good enough when you can have awesomeness on a bun? Pair it with a side of fries and a Coke, and you've found a glorious Big Mac combo alternative. Craving another video? Just tap or click. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join our notification squad. And hey, leave us a comment.